everyone, I'm Dr. Robertson. So one of the gifts that social distancing has given us is more time to be able to reach out to families and try to connect in different ways. So I thought I would talk a little bit about one of my favorite topics, which is child development. One of the most common questions I get asked at checkups is my baby or child developing normally? So I thought it might be nice to run through some of the different developmental milestones that we look for at each of the well checks. This is just going to be a short list of different things that I look for at the checkups. It is not a comprehensive list, so if your child is not doing everything on the list, please don't panic. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. There is a wide range of normal development. But that being said, if you ever have any worries or concerns, just give us a call at the office. We are all very happy to chat about any concerns you might have, and we can schedule a visit here or do a telemedicine visit. So please don't worry at home alone. So let's get to it. I thought I would start with the 4-month well child check and talk about 4-month milestones. My husband and I have 3 kids. We have a new baby who is almost 3 months old. Her name is Lucy. Lucy is so grumpy. Lucy is angry all the time. She wants to be held. She doesn't like to be put down. She cries a lot, and we are tired. So we're looking forward to her growing a little bit and maybe becoming that happy, smiley 4-month-old that I love to see in the office. 4-month-olds are great. They are smiling spontaneously, especially at people. So they're the ones that you walk into the office and kind of make eye contact and they smile at you. They like to play with people. They might cry when playing stops. So if you're playing peekaboo and then you suddenly stop, they might get upset. They will actually start to copy facial expressions. So smiling, frowning, things like that. They're starting to babble. They're starting to sort of make babbly cooing sounds and copying sounds that they're hearing. So super important that parents are talking to them so they can start to mimic what sounds they're hearing. They're also starting to communicate with cries. So they cry in different ways depending on what's wrong. So they may have a certain cry for hunger, a certain cry when they're tired, a certain cry when they're in pain, and that's kind of the first steps of communicating their needs. They let you know if they're happy or if they're sad, and they respond to affection. They sort of get happy when you love them and kiss them. They're starting to reach for toys with one hand, and they're using their hands and eyes together. So they'll see a toy with their eyes and then they'll reach for it with their hand. They're also following moving objects with their eyes. So if there is a toy dangling, they'll follow it with their eyes and head as it sways. They watch people's faces really, really closely, and they start to recognize familiar faces from kind of far away. So if a parent walks into the room, the 4-month-old will see them and sort of show recognition and smile. From a motor standpoint, they're really able to hold their head unsupported. So if you have them sitting in your lap, they're sort of able to hold their head up without you having to hold your hand behind their head. If you hold them on their feet on a hard surface, they're able to push down on their legs a little bit. Some 4-month-olds are able to roll from their tummy to their back, and most are able to at least roll from their tummy to their side. They're starting to bring their hands to their mouth, and they can hold a toy and sort of shake it or bat it. They love dangling toys. And then if you lay them on their belly, they are able to sort of prop up onto their elbows, which is pretty neat. So lots of really cool things happening in a pretty short amount of time. I also love to talk about things that you can do, so ways that you can play with your kids to sort of foster and encourage their development. One thing that we always talk about is reading. So 4-month-olds love books, the board books with the big pictures, reading to them, letting them kind of hit and pat at the pictures. Talking to them is super important. Singing with them is important, mimicking animal sounds, tickling them, tickling their feet, tickling their hands, putting them on one of those play mats and putting a bunch of colorful toys in front of them, especially different textures. So soft toys, crinkly toys, rattles are really great. They love shaking that rattle and making that sound. Putting a mirror in front of their face so that they can sort of look at their own reflection and watch themselves. Also rolling balls, so if you lay them on their belly and put a few different balls in front of them and letting them sort of push the ball away and then you roll it back to them is another fun game to play. So just some ideas and some milestones that we look for. I hope that this was helpful. I think next time I will kind of go on to the 6-month visit and the 6-month milestones and then just keep going from there. But if you have anything that you'd like to hear about, please let us know. Thank you for watching.